Hi, this is Dave Clay of Dave Clay Pitching, and every day I look through Power Chalk and look at videos of young pitchers and hitters, and I came across this one today, and I see a lot of similarities, a lot of inefficiencies that I see in my own clients and out there, especially in the amateur world of pitching. And let's take a look at a few issues I see here. And one thing that we want to look at is watch this. Let's watch the back knee collapse as this pitcher goes into handbrake and beyond. Okay, we see the back leg is collapsing down outside of his post foot. So we want to keep this knee inside that post foot. So maybe a bend, tip of his knee, maybe try to keep it right in there. So let's go ahead and back that up. Okay, right there would be plenty of bend. So at this point, if we could keep that pitcher there and just move straight ahead, he's going to gain immediate velocity, and it's going to be much easier on his arm, because right now his arm's doing too much of the work, and we don't want the arm carrying most of the load. We want the lower half, we want the legs, we want the hips carrying most of the load. Plus, if the pitcher can start moving out at this point, and as we see, as he collapses the knee, the back leg here, the front leg is going to extension and sweeping around rather than moving straight towards the target. Okay, so this is a slowing action. This is slowing his lower half down, taking velocity off of his fastball, which is, I'm sure he doesn't want to do that, but just doesn't know exactly what he's doing. So let's take a look at how he gets to landing now. And typically when we have that big collapse in the back, the arm is going to get up too early. So right at this point, the arm's up ready to throw, and as we can see, the front foot's still in the air. Okay, because his front side is moving so slow because there's no push from the back leg. So the back leg, the back hip is going to push that front side out. The front side is just going to be along for the ride. It looks like this pitcher is just reaching out there to landing. So right here, if this pitcher, on this frame right here, if his front foot was down and planted, that would be good timing. Okay? So if he was planted, ready to go into his torso rotation and then into ball release, what happens at foot plant, the torso will rotate to square the whole upper body, hips, shoulders to the target. The arm will lay back into full external rotation like we see right here. Okay? So let's go back to that. So that would be a good position for that arm to be in. You see how the pitcher's, his hips have opened or starting to open, and his shoulders are still lined up. That's what we call hip-shoulder separation. That looks pretty good right there. So there are some good things to take from this video here. And another thing we want to look at is the direction. Okay, so if I make a line from ball of the foot straight to the target, the landing foot should be right on that or close to it. So we can see here this pitcher's working very hard against his body at landing. And all that starts at the beginning of the delivery. Okay? So with this leg sweep, with the front side leg sweeping around, okay, it's much harder to land on target. So my suggestion would be Uh, the coach can put his hand right where this line is at his knee. His pitching coach can put his hand somewhere there, or something uh, which is going to keep him from collapsing there. And at that point, I would still want to keep your hands together here. Still ball in the glove. Okay? And as you start shifting that weight forward, then we will go to handbrake. And then the front leg, let's keep that, we're going to keep that foot more in line. Let's see if I can draw it here. Let's keep the toes more in line, going all the way out. Okay? So let's erase some of this stuff here. Okay, so if this front foot can stay within this line, that would really be nice moving out. Okay? So what I would suggest too, we could get this this carton here and put it right at the mound here. Okay? Something light, something that can be kicked and won't disrupt the pitcher's landing. But what will happen is this pitcher will get tired of circling around here and kicking the carton. Okay? He will learn to go straight in, and that's going to be a big help, and that will help your timing with getting the ball up too early. And we want to get to the back foot to the front foot in a strong, explosive fashion, and that would be straight ahead. So I hope this helps you guys, and have a good day. See you in the bullpen.